Morning guys, what's up? This is Donna at Hazel Bell Farm. It's been a minute since I've picked up the camera to do any kind of vlog. We've been so busy catching up on projects, so maybe I'll show you a little bit of that today. We've been busy working cows, but I just thought I'd give you guys kind of an update throughout the day today as to what we're doing, what's going on, what's growing. Got a little bit of canning to do. I don't know if I'll get to it. Got some gardening to do. I don't know if I'll get to it. So that'll be the theme. The list is long. The hours are just too fast. So here we go, doing my morning chores. Good morning, boys. Good morning, boys. Hello, hi kitty cat. Hi Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is a mama. Come on, let's go, let's feed ya. And Pookie Cat's a mama too. You see their babies. We've got 2 litters of babies in here. There were 9. We're down to 8. The runt from the second litter died the first night, but I guess she died. I don't know. She just disappeared. I guess that's just the way of it. But we've got 8 little babies we'll be looking to place in a few weeks. But for now, these 2 mamas are tandem nursing and sharing all the mama responsibilities. They're hungry. All right. This is where they spend their nights. It's all covered in poop. There you go. You share, Mary. So I got some new meat chicks. They are gray broilers. I've never grown out this kind before, but so far I'm loving them. We did have a couple of casualties the first day that I put them out on grass. It was plenty warm enough. Although you see me wearing a flannel today, it's oddly 55 degrees this morning. It's been like in the 70s every morning, but they're feathered enough and they have enough shelter. They're good. But anyways, that first night we had a heavy thunderstorm, and I think they just huddled together and we lost a couple. But other than that, they've been doing well. I'll show you their little tractor. Here they are. I've never seen such a great little group of chicks just actually act like chickens when they get out on grass. They're very active, much more active than your Cornish cross. They look good. I'm gonna go ahead and move them and feed them and give them some clean water. So that's it. There's quite a few in this space. It's a 4x8 little tractor. It looks a little bit janky, because it is. We've grown out lots of meat birds in these though before. When they get bigger, we'll split them up, and I'm actually looking to get some of Premier One's shocker knot netting and run that in our fields, and hopefully that does the job for us. But for now, this is doing the job. Coming back through. Here's one mama feeding all the babies. Well, she was feeding all the babies. She's trying. Some of them are starting to get a little bit mobile. They're so cute. We said we weren't keeping any at all, but I don't know. Those little calico girls are pretty cute. We'll see. Meanwhile, Dolly's letting me know about it. All right, I'm coming, girl. No. I have to do everything in the morning with kitties underfoot because they're waiting for their milk. And the dog just showed up. And if she gets in here, there's not enough room for all that. And we don't want to upset Miss Dolly. So Miss Dolly is a Holstein cow. She is your standard dairy black and white cow that you think of when you think milk cow or dairies. Not a lot of the homestead world gets a Holstein because they are known to be high producers in volume and not so much butter fat. Dolly here is a year into her first lactation. She's got this cute little bag. She doesn't have a very high volume for a Holstein. She's been great for us. She came to us late in lactation a few months ago. And she's keeping us in milk until our Jersey calves in a couple of months. So I'm very thankful for her. But she's not your typical Holstein if you know cows. She is giving quite a bit of cream. She doesn't have a calf on her, so they tend to give more cream then. This is my udder wash. It's just diluted chlorhexidine spray. Here comes Mama Kitty, Mickey Mouse. These kitties know when the milk's coming. But she is giving 1.5 gallons consistently. We have been working to get her artificially inseminated, and then we'll dry her off when our Jersey calves, so that she can have a nice dry period before she calves again. We want her to recover. No, kitty cat, not yet. Not yet. Okay, she's pretty clean. So she is about 2.5 weeks post artificial insemination with a really nice Angus. He's a low birth weight throwing bull. They grow fast and muscly, and which provides quick beef on the farm that we're able to consume for ourselves and sell to our local community. She's pretty clean. You can see there's not much on. Well, it's kind of got a shadow there. She's pretty clean. But I don't think she showed signs of heat 2 days ago, and this morning I found some blood on her tail, which would tell us that she had a bleed off after a heat cycle, and so she's not bred. So we'll have to try again in a couple of weeks with her, which is kind of sad because we set her up through synchronization with our tech. That was a 3-week process, and then he came on Easter Sunday of all times of that was the timing to get her last shot. So it stinks, but we did her the same time we did our brown Swiss, and I'm pretty sure that she took. We haven't drawn blood yet, but we will when it's time. So here we go. Oh, hold on. She's already leaking. This kitty won't leave me alone. Give it a little bit of dry time. All right, kitty cats. There you go, mamas. Eat up. Now, I said she's not a high producer, but that's for a Holstein. She is, like I said, very late in lactation, so she should be down. I'm anxious to see what she does when she calves again. Obviously, it won't be for quite a while if she's not bred yet, but she's been the last, 4 days consistently giving a little bit more every day. So she's gone from 1.5 gallons consistently to, she dropped a little bit. I think she was getting ready to come into heat when that happened. That's normal that they'll drop production a little bit. And then she's been giving more. So yesterday I got almost 2 gallons, like a cup shy of 2 gallons. So I don't know what that's all about. I've never seen them drop and then build back up this late in lactation. I'll take it. So basically at this point I'm waiting for Dolly to finish her grain, and I'm gonna go ahead and filter my milk and get it in the refrigerator. Ideally I get this done before she finishes so I can let her out and she doesn't impatiently poop in there. So that's the plan, we'll see. The date goes on the jar. This is my filter. Goes in the funnel. I'm gonna check on Dolly while that's filtering. She's okay. Hi, lady. You ready to come out? Hi, lady. Hello. Alright, let's see. Jump. There you go. Come on. Come on, Miss Dolly. She's gonna take her time. Come on, baby. Now she thinks she's gonna go back to the gate to go out, but I'm gonna leave her in here because they're all moving in here today. All right. Shut this one too. So one of the things today is to clean this out. I'm gonna try to gather it for the garden today. I'll be back, lady. Thank you. Horrible lighting, sorry. All right, I just came running out to the garden real quick before I go in to make breakfast because I'm gonna grab some chard to go with my eggs and chives. But I wanted to check yesterday when I came out, I found our first tomato worm of the season. Pretty much decimated a jalapeno plant, so I just kind of want to check the others, make sure I don't see any others. So you can see the damage of this little plant. I knew as soon as I saw it, there must be one nearby. And I got him. Let's see. This has some munching, but I don't see a caterpillar. I think I'll probably go ahead and spray these this evening. I wanted to last night, but we had somewhere we had to be and I couldn't do it. It really needs to be done in the evening. Here's my zucchinis. Oh, here's something cool. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something. Messing me up. Okay, so this is a male flower on this zucchini plant. You can see it has one long spindly stem. You can also see what the inside looks like. Okay, now let's compare that to this is a female flower. So you can see it looks like it has a little baby zucchini on the end. Now what will happen if that doesn't get pollinated is this flower will just shrivel up and die off, and what you think is a squash developing will also shrivel up and die off. So here's the inside of this flower. You see how that's different? So here's the male, and here's the female. So I'm gonna give them a little help. Now you don't have to do this, but I'm going to. So I just picked off the male flower. I'm gonna peel the petals back carefully to expose the stamen of the flower. Now you could eat this. And I'm going to pollinate the female flower with it. All right, so here's the male flower and the female flower. Now our pollinators should do a good job of this, but it's still pretty early in the season. We don't have a lot of flowers out, and I'm just gonna make sure of it. So that's it. Let's see, there's another one down here. I'm gonna do it too. Let's see if I can get better lighting here. Sorry, I'm trying. Leaves in my way. So I'm just brushing the male flower all over the female flower. That's it. So you can see also this one down here didn't get pollinated. I don't think. It looks like it's rotting off. So that's how squash pollinate. Grab some chives. They smell so good. I'm gonna pinch off the top of this basil. Wish I had some cherry tomatoes, but I got started late on everything. And gosh, this chard is really taking a beating. There's been some caterpillars and grasshoppers out here. Pretty holy. All right. So these girls are ready for it. Dolly chased me down. She's right back there. Dolly girl, you want to give me a minute? You guys, it's coming. That was a bit of a nightmare. Yes, I'm driving and recording. I'm in my yard. So I thought that I could use a rope to kind of funnel the cows from one gate to the next. This isn't normally an issue except for between these two particular fields I was moving them through, because they have to go through two gates. In between is our driveway and access to the yard where they can get out. So now I know that was not a good plan, and next time I think I'm going to use a cattle panel to kind of build a hallway that I can just clip to the fence or the gate and fold it up. So I'm going to feed these steers their hay and keep rolling throughout the day. All right, so here are our girls. So this particular area of this field, there's no grass. These live oaks were pretty overgrown. It looked like it had been a while since they had been trimmed, and so we had a lot of cutting to do to get some light in under here, and so we're there. But I just wanted to kind of show this hay. We are working on building pasture, so we would unroll this hay anyways. That's why we didn't put a ring on it, but we're just going to let them do the work and let them go to town. So the plan is to keep them in this field for 3 days. They will eat most of this hay down by tomorrow, and that'll push them out to the grass. So we'll see, and then we'll move them on to the next piece, which will be back there in 3 days. That's the idea. We'll see. Hey, Miss Dolly. So one of the things on the agenda this week, we might go to today, we're still trying to figure out the day. This front planter had a hot tub in it that was used as a koi pond, and then it was backfilled to use as a planter. And then around that was flagstone, and the flagstone was surrounded in concrete. So we were able to get a piece of equipment this weekend, got all of that torn out. And then I'll also show you this back flower bed. We also got it cleaned out since we had the equipment. The level was way too high. And I think I can see why they did that. I think you can see why they had these so filled with dirt, because they covered this ledge of concrete on the foundation there. So we got this all scraped out so we can get it planted. The struggle that we're having with this is that this side is underneath this pavilion, and so it's mostly shade. This side is mostly sun throughout the day, so we're gonna need two different things. And the two different things kind of bothers my type A personality a little bit, losing the symmetry there. So I'm trying to be cool with it. But I'm also looking at the possibility of, throwing some more food in these beds. I could sneak in a squash and some basil and whatever here and there, so that's exciting. And then last, we had an above ground pool here. We just tore it out. There was a big above ground decking with railing. We couldn't see out to my garden back there. We couldn't see the cows out there. We didn't use the pool, so we took it down. We backfilled this with gravel, and we've set up a little campfire area. So I'd like to add in some large pots of flowers in the corners, maybe some perennial peanut around the outside of these timbers here, something like that. Something that I'm ready to get some color going on and get some flowers around the house. That's not something we've ever done while we've been here. And we've been here for a year, so we like it to really be pretty. We have a big party coming up for our oldest son graduating, and so we kind of have that deadline that we would like to make it pretty. So maybe we'll get to the nursery today. Well, this is a problem today. I don't know how they all got out, but I need to figure it out so I can keep that from happening again. Probably on this corner over here. Okay, I'm nearing the end of my day. I was able to get one row of mulch down for a walkway. I've got potatoes over there, and I'm debating on, should I just pull them out? I started them late, Should I give them a couple more weeks? I'm afraid to do the wrong thing there. My options are pull them out. I've got room for one more bed, so before I get to the potatoes. So I can go ahead and do that before I make any decisions. But then after that, I really need to decide on those potatoes so that I can level that ground, level the mounds down, and start the next walkway and bed so that I can get this finished and stop dealing with the grass before we get into our rainy season. Once the rainy season hits, the grass has to be pulled almost every day. Like in the yard, our grass has to be mowed every like 5 days. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with there. So got a little bit of garden work done. Same kind of issue with my onions. Should I just go ahead and pull them out and get the next thing planted? I don't, because I've got dollar weed taking over at the end down there, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'd like to get some corn planted and some black beans planted, so I need to decide on that. But it's time to make dinner, so it's going to be an easy night of tacos, venison tacos, and get on with my night. Hopefully I can get finished in time to come back out and work some more. I still have this big pile of mulch. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Guys are gonna keep working a little bit. I'm gonna go refill my iced coffee and make dinner. Thanks, bye.